Okay, so this is the homework for Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Dylan's math homework. Let's begin. A construction company buys 54 boxes of nails. Each box contains 76 nails. This area model below here, can be used to find the total number of nails. So if you see here, the way this is written, 70 times 50 equals 3,500. 50 times 6 equals 300, and so on. 74 times 70 equals 280. And finally, 4 times 6 equals 24. And that's the way you figure that out is you go like this. Right? You see how that works? It's like a matrix. Then you go from here to that one, then here to that one, and here to that one. Let's see the question. Based on the model, what is the next step in finding the total number of nails? So they're asking you, how are you going to figure out the total number of nails? Are you going to add 54 plus 76? Remember, you're looking for the total number of nails. Add 54 and 76. I would argue that's probably not the answer. So actually, I'm not going to look at the answer now. So the way you find out the total number of nails, so these are the totals right here, right? So you would basically have to add those numbers up. So 3,500 plus 300 plus 280 plus 24 to get the total number of nails. This is the equation. This is the total. Equation, total. Equation, total. An equation, total. So when you're looking at the responses, so they want to know how are you going to find out the total number of nails. Just look at all of these. So it's a straight addition answer. So I'm trying not to give you the answer. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Add this. This makes no sense at all. I don't even know that that's accurate, dude. So again, in order to find the total number of all the nails, add this, 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 and this, and then find the answer in the multiple choice questions I give you. I'm not gonna try to give you the answer because it probably won't help you. Number 2, an elephant's heart beats about 25 times in 1 minute. The area model can be the area model down here can be used to find the total number of times an elephant's heart beats in 45 minutes. So you see this 25 in 1 minute and 45. So here's 20. This is the 25. 20 plus 5 is 25, and then 45 minutes. So now let's go to the question. What is the product of 45 times 25? The product of 45 times 25 is the same as these totals. Okay? This is just broken down for you in a different way. Okay, 45 times 25 is the same as adding all these totals up. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay? It seems a little confusing. But as I said, just add those numbers up and you'll get one of these numbers here. Okay? You gotta figure that out. Okay, on to number 3. Travis buys treat bags for his birthday party. Each bag contains 48 treats. That's a lot of treats, dude. Each bag contains exactly 48 treats. Travis arranges the bags as shown. Which equation can be used to find the total number of treats in the bags Travis buys? So they want to know how many total number of treats there are. There are 48 treats in each bag. So this one has 48, 48, 40. So how would you figure that out? How would you figure out that how many treats are on all the bags combined together? Let's count the bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 bags. So one of these is going to give you that answer. How would you figure that out? Okay. And let me give you an example. Then this may or may not help. So let's say we have 2 bags, right? 48 in this bag and 48 in this bag, right? How would we find the total in both these bags? It would be 48 times how many bags? 2 equals 96. So that's how many are in these 2 bags. So you would use the same sort of logic in finding out how many are in those bags. So you have 48 treats in each bag times how many bags? All right, I don't want to give you the answer. Okay, so you just count how many bags, and that'll give you the equation. And one of these equations is correct. So 48 treats times how many bags? That's the hint I'm giving you. Okay, figure that one out on your own. On to the. All right, so that was in the last video. You probably, or the last part of that video, that answer, you probably heard the sound of the alarm. I live in my brother's house, and sometimes he burns things, and that's the fire alarms. And so it's kind of, this is a new word. This is nothing to do with math. I'm gonna use this word anyway. Fortuitous, which means lucky. So again, I'll write that word again. Tus means lucky. Okay, so that was lucky. That was the fortuitous. That the alarm went off at the last part of that question because I didn't want to start a new video. Anyway, we're going to number 4. The windows on the front of an office building form an array. The windows on the front end of an office building form an array that is perfect. That is a perfect square. This model represents the top row of the windows. Which method could be used to find the total number of windows on the front of the office building? So a perfect square is, actually, you know what? What if we get into that? Well, okay, so I'll give you this. So perfect square is when this area is, so this number is the exact same number as this area. As an example, let's say we have a square, right? This is not a perfect square drawn out, but for the math it'll be fine. It's 2 feet on this side and 2 feet on this side. That is a perfect square because it's 2 feet by 2 feet, making a perfect square. Okay, that's all a perfect square is. Okay, it's when each side of the square is the same. This is the same as this. Okay, so now with that in mind, 1, 2, we're going to count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is the top row of the windows. So there's the, again, we'll draw this out. So they're saying this is a perfect square. That's 14 windows this way, right? And now this is that. So if this area is divided by 14 windows, and this is just for example. This is not exact. So how long does this area have to be? How many windows are down this way? What we just said earlier, a perfect square is the same length as this side, this area, as this area. So they're the same thing. So if this is 14 windows, this one has to be what? I'm not going to give you the answer to that question, but so again, a perfect square is when this area, this top area, represented here, is the same as this area going up and down. So this is going left to right, left to right. This is 14 windows. 14. So this area is the same as this area. So if this is 14, what does this have to be? And that's going to give you the answer to one of these. Now remember, whenever you find the total area, it's always a multiplication. It's always a multiplication. Again, so I don't want to give you the answer here, but one of these is multiplication. And is 14 long by 14 what? I'm sorry, by how many long, how many down, up and down? If it's 14 left to right, it's got to be the same thing up and down. So this is 14, this has got to be right. And remember, it's a multiplication problem. It's not an addition problem or a subtraction problem. It's a multiplication problem. So there. Now, I'm not going to give you any more answers than that. Okay, if you have any questions, holler to me. Okay, thank you.